book, What Do You Do With a Problem? And this book is by Kobe Amanda, illustrated by May Bessam. What Do You Do With a Problem? It's a great book with the times we're having now. I don't know how it happened, but one day I had a problem. I didn't want it. I didn't ask for it. I really didn't like having a problem, but it was there. Why is it there? What does it want? What do you do with a problem? I thought. I wanted to make it go away. I shooed it. I scowled at it. I tried ignoring it, but nothing worked. I started to worry about my problem. What if it swallows me up? What if my problem sneaks up and gets me? What if it takes away all of my things? I'm worried a lot. I worried about what would happen. I worried about what could happen. I worried about this and worried about that. And the more I worried, the bigger my problem became. I wished it would just disappear. I tried everything I could to hide from it. I even found ways to disguise myself, but it still found me. And the more I avoided my problem, the more I saw it everywhere. I thought about it all the time. I didn't feel good at all. I couldn't take it anymore. This has to stop, I declared. Maybe I was making my problem bigger and scarier than it actually was. After all, my problem hadn't really swallowed me up or attacked me. I realized that I had to face it. So even though I didn't want to, even though I was really afraid, I got ready and tackled my problem. When I got face to face with it, I discovered something. My problem wasn't what I thought it was. I discovered it had something beautiful inside. My problem had an opportunity. That's a big word. It was an opportunity for me to learn and to grow, to be brave, to do something. It showed me that it was important to look closely because some opportunities only come once. So now I see problems differently. I'm not afraid of them anymore because I know their secret. Every problem has an opportunity for something good. You just have to look for it. The end. What to do with a problem. This yoga class is designed for kids, but adults are welcome to join. So start by finding a comfortable seat. And we're going to start with some nice breath work. I'm going to use my Hoberman sphere. You may have one of these at home. What a great thing to use. But I want you to really use your imagination as well. If you don't have one, that's perfectly fine. So come to a seat. You don't have to have a yoga mat. You can do this on a carpet. You can do this outside. You can do this anywhere. You have a little bit of space. And then sit up nice and tall. Take some deep breaths in and some breaths out. And then as you breathe in this time, I want you to breathe in as I count and breathe out as I count. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Breathe out slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, breathe in, 1, 2, 3. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest your hands in your lap. That's a great calming breath that you can do anytime you want. You can even do it in counting in your mind. So let's try that one time before we move on. Close your eyes. And breathe in and out. And count maybe. Let's do that 2 times. Excellent. All right, let's come on to our hands and knees. Let's do some yoga. So the book we just read is what do you do with a problem? So some of the poses we do today will help you with that. And we're going to do a little activity at the end. So maybe think while we're starting of a problem that you may have or something that may be bothering you. I know we're going through some difficult times. Maybe you're missing your friends from school. Or maybe you're just wondering why mom and dad are home all the time. Maybe they're driving you crazy. All right, so come to hands and knees on your mat. And don't worry about that problem yet. Just know what it is. Okay? Try not to worry at all about it. Bring the hands to the mat and the knees to the mat. And you can put your toes where works for you. And let's do cats and cows. So like a scared cat on Halloween, bring your back towards the sky, the chin towards your belly. And then belly down. See if you can look up. This is cow pose. Maybe you move. And then round the back chin towards the chest once again. And then once again, move. Round the back chin towards your chest. Cat pose. And cow pose. Let's do one more of each. Round the back. And arch the back. And then let's come into a pose called child's pose. So I want you to sit back onto your feet, reach your hands forward. Maybe your head will come to the mat and you'll come nice and small into a little ball. You can also take your hands towards your feet, or you can take your hands between your legs. We call this polar bear pose. And curl up into a little polar bear that's hibernating. If your head is touching the ground, you can take that head and rock it side to side. That's so good to relieve some of the worries you may have. All right, once you come up to standing, let's start in a mountain pose. Bring your hands down by your sides, a nice, tall, strong mountain. So it's important to remember, even if we have a problem, we're going to be okay. But not only that, we're strong. Let's try a strong pose to see. So mountain pose is 1. Let's try another one. How about warrior 2? Warriors sound strong, don't they? All right, I want you to take one foot forward and the other foot a nice big step back. Reach your hands wide and bend your front knee. You can keep the hands there, or maybe you need to flex those muscles a little bit. Give me a little strength and squeeze your hands. Maybe we'll do both. Reach the hands long and flex those muscles. Reach the hands long and flex those muscles. One more. Reach the hands long and flex those muscles. All right, let's face the back of our mat, if you have it, or the back of the room the other way, so we can use the other leg. So the other leg is facing there. Both legs are straight. Fingers reach long. Bend that knee. You can just switch to the other side too and put the other leg forward. All right, here we go. Reach those arms up. Flex those muscles. And reach the fingers long. Once again, flex those muscles. And reach the fingers long. Let's do that a couple more times. Flex those muscles. And reach the fingers long. 2 more. Flex those muscles, squeeze. And reach the fingers long. Excellent job. Let's bring those feet together, or not feet together, but turn your feet to face the same way now. And then I want you to take your hands to your hips. And I want you to take the top of your head and reach it toward the sky. Come nice and tall. And then begin to fold forward. Maybe your hands already touch the mat or the ground. Maybe they'll help and lean on somebody else. Maybe you'll rest them on your legs. That's okay. And breathe here. Sometimes when we have a problem, it's hard to forget. Maybe you know other problems that you had and they've been hard, but you got through it. Maybe you remember some of those. It's okay to let those problems go. And then slowly make your way all the way back into standing and jump those feet together. Good job. All right, let's do another strong pose before we come down to our mat. This is called chair pose. So I want you to pretend that you're sitting back in a little baby chair. It's really, really close to the ground. All right, so take those hands up and then slowly sit your seat back. Good job. Let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Reach tall. Straighten those legs and reach your hands down. Excellent job. Let's come down to a seat. All right. Reach those feet long in front of you. So kind of like our straddle fold that we did a moment ago. Sit up nice and tall. And like rivers on the ocean, waves on the ocean, I want you to bring your fingers towards your feet. Nice job. Maybe you can take deep breaths in and fold a little bit more. Maybe the hands don't touch the feet. That's okay. And just slowly bring your hands back in. And then bring the bottoms of the feet together. Let those knees come out to the side like a butterfly. Have you ever noticed that a butterfly starts out like a caterpillar and then turns into a beautiful butterfly? Sit up nice and tall, maybe the nose towards the toes. So just like when you have a problem, you learn from that problem and you become even more beautiful after getting through that problem. And we learn from it, just like in the book, right? We realize that there's opportunities, which are good things that come out of something else. All right, slowly come back up. Help those knees together. Put your feet on the ground. Let's come onto our backs. Bringing those hands down by your sides. Bridge pose if you like to do a back bend. This is a great place for a back bend. I'm going to just come into bridge pose. So bridge pose, I'm going to lift my hips towards the sky. And maybe I'm going to lift those hips a little bit higher. And then slowly bring the hips down. And then I'm going to bring my feet towards the sky for legs up the wall. So this is a great pose to teach your mom and dad. Great pose for them. It's good for your legs. It's good for focus. So maybe you need a break from schoolwork and you're going to just bring your body back to focus. It's a great pose for that. It's good for your legs. It's good for your belly and your digestion. You could even do this at a wall. All right, one last pose here. Bottoms of the feet come together, knees come out to the sides. Arms can come nice and wide. This is our butterfly pose on our backs. So we did this one seated. So the bottoms of the feet come together, the knees come out to the side, and the hands come nice and wide. Now, if this doesn't feel good, I want you to bring your knees together, feet apart, and just stay there. All right, and then gently, I want you to come up to a seat. We're going to do our activity now. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a moment to grab some paper if you don't already have some. You can cut out shapes. So one of the shapes I mentioned we're going to use looks like a cloud. It can be a circle, it can be a square, it doesn't matter. And then some strips of paper for our rainbow. So it depends how many colors you want in your rainbow. So I have about 5 here. So I'm going to do about 5 colors to my rainbow. And then you're going to need something to stick it down with. So in order to stick it down, I'm going to use tape. I'm just going to keep it simple. So you choose what things you need or what things you'd like to do. If you don't have things to cut out, you can rip the paper. It'll be just as beautiful. Or you can even just grab a piece of paper and you can draw this on. All right, so go get those things if you don't already have them. If you do, just make sure they're right in front of you. So we have our stuff ready to do our activity, and then we'll do a Shavasana at the end, or you can sit quietly in what's called meditation, which is just closing your eyes and breathing. It's that simple. All right, so for me, the first thing I'm going to do, and the first thing you are going to do, is you're going to write down what your problem may be. So what would be a problem that you may have? Maybe my problem today is going to be I miss my friends from school. I miss my friends. I'm not in school anymore, but I do miss my friends. Okay? So once you write your problem, then on the other papers, and you can have an adult help you with these too. You don't have to write your problems yourself. Or you can just maybe draw a picture that looks like it too. All right, so once you get to your problems, then you want to think of the good things that can be or come out of that problem. And those you're going to write on your rainbow pieces. We're going to color those too in a minute. So maybe missing your friends is going to make it so wonderful when you're back together again, right? Or maybe you realize who the most special friends are that treat you really well. Or maybe you realize what a beautiful smile somebody has, Mary. Or maybe you realize that you really do like school, even though you may complain about it. So I want you to write what good things or what opportunities come out of your problem of missing your friends. You're going to write those all in the colors. Okay? So I'll give you a moment to do that. And you can have as many as you want. There's lots of colors for the rainbows, but I would probably say 5 or 6, maybe 7 would be a good number. Was it red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, right? But if you want to add extras, you can. All right, so once you've written all your problems down, then you can start to color them in. So one may be red. Maybe pick, ooh, that person's favorite color is red, and I'm going to color that. Right? So even if you're drawing your rainbow, you can draw and color, or you can color later. You choose. Okay? And then you're going to go through all the colors after you write the opportunity or the good thing that you notice in that problem, right? We all worry. We're all human, right? So because we all worry, we need to see the good in all our things and all the things that can make us worry because we learn from them. All right, so once you've colored all those in and you've written all your problems down, just finish that up. And if you need to take more time, you can always pause this video or you can come back to it and take your time. And the other thing is you could do this all later. Maybe you just do the yoga part now and then you do the craft part later. All right, so mine are colored in to the best of my ability today. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to tape that on the back. So because I colored only on one side today, I'm going to go ahead and just put my colors facing down with my problem. And then I'm going to go ahead and tape them down. You can glue them down. You can do whatever works for you. And then I have my lovely rainbow with my, my problems attached. Let's come into Shavasana. So Shavasana pose, you can come down onto your back. So once you're done with your craft, or if you wanted to pause this, you may. Go ahead and come onto your backs. Lay on your backs, let your hands rest down by your sides. If you'd rather, come to a seat and spend just a couple moments in meditation. Meditation, you find a comfortable seat. You can close your eyes and rest your hands. And in meditation, we just focus on the breath. So we don't think about what we want to play next or do next or what craft or art thing we're going to do today. We just breathe. And in Shavasana, we just breathe. But we don't even try and focus on the breath. We just be. Just rest. Choose which one is best for you. If you're coming into meditation, remind yourself, breathe in and breathe out. Either way, try and be still. And if you're on your back in Shavasana, I want you to make your way up to a seat. If you're seated already, I want you to open those eyes and bring your hands to your hearts. So the way we end our yoga classes is with a word. The word is the word namaste. So the word namaste does mean hello and goodbye, but it also means the light and all the beautiful things in me. Bow with respect, a big word. I see and I think they're amazing. Bow with respect to all the good and beautiful things in each one of you. So bring those palms together at your heart. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. And think about how powerful that word is. So to all of you out there, I bow with respect to the light in each one of you with the light in me. Namaste.